Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday. That's today. What do I know about Palm Sunday? What do I remember about Palm Sunday? Well, it commemorates Jesus' triumphant return to Jerusalem, right? As in prophesied in, is it Zechariah? Is that how you say his name? In the, can't remember the passage, but his triumphant return to Jerusalem as the Prince of Peace, right? As King of the Jews, as the King of the Jews. That's right, King of the Jews, not King of America, King of the world, King of the Jews. But and the people laid down palm leaves as his donkey proceeded across, for his donkey to walk across palm leaves, because palm leaves were a symbol of goodness and victory. So they actually thought he was coming to challenge the Roman politicians, as it was now, victory. He was coming to wage war. They were, and also, let's substitute. They say the palms because of what they represented, goodness and victory, but really was a lot of olive and branches and figs, because it would have been hard to get a lot of palm in that area, palm leaves in that area at the time. Well, now, would have been hard to get them. So, but that aside, but Jesus wasn't coming to wage war, as we know. This was the beginning of the Holy Week, his triumphant return to Jerusalem. It began the Holy Week, and it led up to his crucifixion and resurrection at the end of the week, because Jesus came riding a donkey. Now, when a king, an old saying there is, horses are for war, donkeys are for peace. When a king comes astride a horse, he is bent on war. But when he is riding a donkey, he is showing all that his purpose is of peace. That's an old Eastern saying. So Jesus came into Jerusalem as King of the Jews, but riding a donkey, the Prince of Peace. Do you think, and it was to begin the ministry of Jesus Christ. That week, it was to celebrate the ministry of Jesus Christ that leads up to his, crucifixion and resurrection. Palm Sunday, that's what it begins. And that's what the palms were for. So I think that the people, that's how they found it so easy to give him up. When they were deciding who to take, they felt scorned and I guess betrayed, because they thought he was coming to put the Romans in their place. In a physical way, he was coming to preach peace and to take the sins of the world away. That was his purpose. They didn't see him as the one who comes to take the sins of the world away. They saw him as the one who was going to vanquish Rome. I think the people felt betrayed and pissed off, and that's why they gave him up. Now the priests who orchestrated this whole thing, they condemned themselves when they condemned Jesus Christ to Pontius Pilate. But that's a whole other thing. But that's what Palm Sunday, that's what I remember it being about. It is the beginning of the Holy Week that leads up to the crucifixion and resurrection, and the symbols of the palms, why they were laid down. I don't know if I'm right. That's just what I remember, what it means. And I think that's why the people gave him up, because they realized he wasn't what they expected him to be at the time. Thank you.